We will not let anything happen to you. That's clearly what I heard. The numbers related to whatever you consider to be number related to a spiritual attack or psychic attack or voodoo might be relevant right now. 9/11 and 9/44, 11/11, 11/44 are significant. 222, slightly significant. 666, very significant. 4 nines, that's what I see in front of my eyes now. And those nines are turning, so any combination of 6 and 9 you see. They turning in various, they forming like some sort of patterns. Phases of the moon. As new moon is in like 3 days, I think. So that's where spiritual attacks be happening. Usually. They have been discovered. That's what I'm hearing clearly. And of course, as I started this reading, they will not let you be heard. Hurt. I had a dream from which I concluded that somebody has to travel somewhere to another place where there are hot water springs, most likely hot water springs area, because there are people, it's a couple, might be family members, might not. Those people owe you money. They literally owe you money which was left to you by a grandfather figure. Just before this reading, I've seen this grandfather figure. He is very much like rounded. He looks just simply, he looks like a human reminding of a bear. The bears are coming. The bears are with me for a while. A while ago I heard that the bears are in reverse. It may mean something to you. I don't know what's going on. Like, this is not something I could trace or connect. It's somebody's reading though. Yeah, let's see what will come from cards. Oh, and this is actually significant. So think about the person who would like this deck. That might be a spirit guide who wants to talk through those cards to you right now. Those cards are, the design reminds me of, well, almost like a very classical, like ancient Greece, let's say. But also they are very ethereal. I think it's called ethereal tarot deck. Think about the person who is like little bit, slightest bit whimsical, but much more grounded and classical. Somebody who would prefer like to, I don't know, if Greece was, oh, I'm hearing this, if Greece was cooler, this person would like to live there. They may like Greek food. They may have an ancestor in Greece. They might be working with deities from Greece. Just simply, there is some strong connection. Perhaps somebody loves like philosophy. That also a thing. Think about the your ancestor. Okay, that's not elegant what just happened to cards. Let's see. So we're starting from some sort of childhood trauma. You have unpleasant memories. Well, this reading, for one people, there are literal situations here. And there are literal warnings for other people. Somebody's on a spiritual journey. The unfoldment is happening. And we are touching upon certain topic which comes from a certain center. So the energy might be here, much more metaphorical, might be generational. It might be something which happened very long time ago, as far as ancient Greece perhaps, for some people. So this might be that. So it's like something which you should not take any reaction in external world. That's just to your information to better understand the what's coming off of you, what you need to look at, what you need to relive in order to release. That's the thing. But I'm also picking up, and I'm picking up on this energy, that there might be something literal in reality, because the 29,000 number, the number with 80, no, 29,088 or 888 at the end, something like this pop, 29,888 or 29,088. This number popped. I don't know what number is it. There might be a number of some sort of money somebody's supposed to give to you a long time ago. That's the possibility. Let's see. So we have somebody you have bad memories about. The person figure. This Ten of Pentacles comes out, and I'm seeing it. So I need to make this remark that there might be real resources, real money involved in this particular case. Six of Cups. Something is not balanced out, nor emotionally, nor materially here. But also this is somebody from your childhood, definitely, who has hurt you. So who has simply disempowered you. And we have person, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This might be a person who actually like is this Greece enjoyer, the country, the culture. It might be a woman, might be a male, doesn't matter. It's a masculine who's comfortable with the femininity, or somebody who actually integrated the feminine part. It's still like pretty much the elegant masculine. That's what I'm getting the most from here. Somebody might be Capricorn, it's possible, but somebody might be also a Virgo woman who has like an hourglass figure. That's also what I'm hearing and seeing in front of me. Somebody also like this aesthetic, but also they are very much like that. They do look like their silhouette is kind of like a statue. They definitely look really prominent, really I don't know, I wouldn't say necessarily beautiful, because it's in this particular case it kind of sounds tacky. I would say that it's like, I don't know, somebody would be into this kind of you know, sculptured by God themselves or something like this. I don't know if this is good or not energy, I'm just saying. So you have some sort of lack of love, and this is I'm here, I'm guided to put it here. So this is somebody's childhood where somebody was disempowered and somebody was not shown any love. So we talk about dysfunctional family. We're talking about some things are coming to light, but also like this is a Sun card. This Sun card is much more stronger than Ace of Wands. They are similar, but in certain thing, we have a Sun versus fire within a constitution of a person. See, it's minor kind of versus. In this particular case, I'm not saying this is the explanation, which is will be always applicable for sure, but there is something in it. The Sun is much more powerful. The Sun is black also in this deck, which is really interesting. I also have a black Sun over here and all over this painting actually, because this painting I'm working on it really slowly, and it has, well, it looks much worse than the meanings which are hidden in it, I guess. Yeah, for now it looks pretty much ordinary, but let's come back to it. somebody is like a female. I'm seeing still female, a very beautiful figure. Like something about, and I'm thinking it's also something heritable in your family. It comes from your father's mother. I'm feeling like your father's mother has this Greek-like statue look. You may also have this. You may look similar to this person in some sort of way or respect. It's holding this black sun in their own hands. They're not burning. But this person possesses extreme amount of power. Right now, I'm feeling this is the childhood. This is right now. The actual energy right now is also that still there is a childhood trauma, and still there is no emotional reciprocation. There is no love in some sort of structure. Okay, so we have, as I said, this 10 of Pentacles. So there is some sort of inheritance. Greek energy keeps coming out to me throughout like last 3 or 4 readings. Greek gods are extremely relevant to somebody here. I have somebody in my energy who does resonate with it a lot. So I'm definitely Hecate been coming in my readings, but Plato is very, very important, and Neoplatonism, Zeus and Persephone. Zeus, Persephone, and Hecate, very, very important in this reading. It's definitely something here on a higher level. It's about passing down some sort of power, not only resource, on a certain level. On another level, there is literal resource which was taken away from somebody, which was not delivered to somebody. And this resource is somewhere in the area where are hot springs. I don't know how else to explain. That's just concrete spiritual download I got. Maybe that somebody lives in Hokkaido. Maybe that somebody lives in, I don't know, some sort of resort, some sort of alpine resort with some sort of thermal water. For somebody from Poland here, maybe it's around Zakopane area. There are a few, I know, natural thermal water. Okay, so here we have this Greek person here, Greek lover, the lover of, I don't know. You see, I don't want to associate person with only one aspect of the reading. Let's put it like this. Let's just get rid of these cards which I'm holding and read them all together. Okay. So this person decided to work together with somebody in order to put an end, to transform something. Because this is situation, this is a past, this is that's how I'm seeing it. This is present, and this will be in the middle. This is like absolute imbalance, like injustice, imbalance in all possible. There is an extreme imbalance between past and present, but there is also an extreme imbalance between the person I'm reading for and the people who are involved, people from particularly some sort of family structure here. So what's happening now? This person from Greece, this person who I called somebody who does enjoy this culture, wants to work together with you right now. Even though I'm not feeling like this person wanted to be around you in any way, shape, or form before. This is definitely a person who belongs to bears, and a person who is having, definitely, this person does have some spiritual wisdom, does possess some sort of power. It gives me more like an image of somebody who does actually understand what bliss is and lives in a bliss, but not somebody who I don't know how to say it otherwise than there isn't like an NPC quality in this energy. That's what I'm feeling. so we have here, this is Page of Pentacles in reverse. So even through there was some sort of transformation which happened in the past. I think this is in this person's life, and they did. I'm feeling like this is like a business failure, the failure of some sort of business, some sort of idea they had. And after this, they kind of like hibernated if it comes to any money related endeavor. Also, after this transformation, it happened, so they had actually extremely a lot of obstacles in their life which they had to overcome. See, I'm just a little bit confused in this reading, because instead of getting your story, I'm getting some side story right now. And we quickly have to remove ourselves from this energy, because I don't think it's that important. And I think maybe this is only for you to connect the dots of who it might be. Temperance in reverse. Everything here, I'm getting a larger pattern. So there is a, let's say, generational curse or a pattern within somebody's family structure which you are indirectly related to. Indirectly, which means it's not your personal pattern. There is somebody is really studious, somebody is really wise, yet they don't have a luck in business, self-made business. They do have luck in working for somebody, for a leader, for some sort of character, if they don't possess the abilities, or they do not simply have dharma. They don't have dharma to open up their own businesses. That's clearly what comes through. This is the aftermath of it. And we have, and maybe, you know, this is maybe related. Maybe this money, which somebody's, like, let's say, grandfather figure left to somebody, was being merged with somebody else's resources in times of need, which is very much understandable, and it's not a problem. So that this feels like this is something which happened a long time ago for sure. So here we have more. Right next to this, Three of Pentacles, somebody wants to work together with you. We have that energy of Nine of Wands, protecting what's yours, but also like having a struggle, having to fight. Which these two factors together, making your attitude towards it. For Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is what comes through. This is like a natural process leading to it. Instead of being in actual poverty, somebody is rebuilding their resources, but on a very careful basis, very steady steps here. We have Five of Wands in reverse, and this is what I feel like. Well, I need to clarify one thing. Okay, so now these are things which are indeed hidden. That's what I was thinking. This is something which were affecting you indirectly, but it might have affected you directly. I'm sensing it right now. If you've been wondering why you yourself perhaps do not have, like, you have some sort of inhibition to create your own business, that's where it stems from perhaps. But also what I'm seeing right now, there've been things which were hidden, which resulted in all of that, and this all somehow appeared in your life. This somehow and affects you currently. And this is one thing, that you are behaving extremely careful if it comes to money, if it comes to resources. You do not take any risks. You are really, even if you don't have to, you penny pinching. That's what I'm saying. You are inhibited in the terms of how you fight for things which belong to you. You don't. I'm seeing somebody who just gives up. Who just gives up their will and power in order to create something, to create some financial stability. And we see like blocked movement. So somebody is also confined to the place or blocked. This is not your energy. You see, this is what I want to explain. This stems from somebody else's energy. The world. This cycle is coming to an end as it was discovered. So if you have problem with moving out of where you are, if you have problem with setting clear boundary of what you are worth, and if you are saving extremely and always feeling like you need to do it more and more and more, this is energy which have been projected upon you from somewhere else, from somebody else. Okay, let's see. We have, I don't know, I'm just gonna use this free. Okay, so there will be some shocking news incoming. And this is actually news about your victory. Your victory after being completely betrayed by somebody. Who gonna betray you? Okay, we have a devil here for sure. Okay, interesting. So we have a father figure. What's the betrayal? I'm already sensing something related definitely to money on in the past. There might be more. There might be a lot more. So you see, like, somebody is like literally working with some monster, with some entity. They feeding it something while holding a skull. While having a mask on, while being fake. I'm feeling the energy of like a python like spirit on somebody in this family unit. Maybe a father figure. Deliberate attempt to what? End somebody's life. Why? Well, okay, I'm hearing that there is a possibility some man may go to jail. May have to be convicted of something. Tax evasion, fraud. Complete mess in documents. Broken bridges, burned bridges. And a Bridget? Thing is, like, Bridget isn't like Celtic goddess. That's what a bear's energy feels like to me. Wrongfully acquired wealth is just a theme here. Have you been attacked spiritually today? Because I'm sensing its energy right now. I'm seeing like a literally dark smoke coming off of these cards. Like they suddenly started to burn or something. It's just my imagination, but yeah. We have attempt to talk to me telepathically right now. I don't know if this is somebody who's involved in it. See, one thing I'm seeing, there is definitely going to be done a rightful judgment. This person stands upright. Today I had interesting encounter with crows, for sure. Crows were following me. They were following me from a tree to tree. Whole group was flying from tree and tree as I was walking past those trees. Maybe that's significant for somebody too. Another thing which happened after those all crows kind of stopped following me and I entered the car, the first thing which I saw, which was out of ordinary, was a white dove flying above, like flying like across my front screen, front shield. This might be very, very important too. So there is some sort of, I'm saying torturous, but a lot of dark energy incoming, which is all in your favor. You say, we won't let anything happen to you. That's an assurance, reassurance for somebody. There might be something difficult you will have to go through, unfortunately. Whether it is physically, by participating in some sort of prosecution. But it might be that it will just go through it mentally or somewhat physically too. Because I'm seeing somebody's heart chakra have been attacked or stabbed today. You might be feeling some sort of pain or weakness in your left arm. You might be feeling some sort of lack of breath or having difficulty breathing. Then I'm feeling this energy too. This is a reaction of energy sent towards you from somebody. I'm also hearing that there is a person who's disgusting simply in this group. I don't know who it is, and I don't want to know who it is because I'm actually looking at the father figure. This person wish you to get undressed and go on the street. That's what I'm hearing. 267 might be significant. Get undressed, be completely naked, and go on the street. And of course, I'm seeing this Five of Pentacles card. And this Five of Pentacles is wars because outside I'm seeing it's freezing, it's -degrees. So not only that somebody wants to absolutely humiliate you, that's what energy comes here. So absolutely humiliate you, but also wants you to be looked at by society as the most lowly possible. To be in absolute shame. And also to suffer physically, suffer freezing your limbs out, you know, to just freeze to death, something like this. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but this energy comes through, unfortunately. That's why I just don't like, I almost don't like to do tarot readings anymore. But what is this? Can I know what it is? This is somebody who is Knight of Wands in reverse. So we're talking about somebody born at the end of July, at the beginning of August. This person has absolutely misaligned fire energy. I'm seeing now Shiva sitting in meditation. It's a beautiful giant figure. It's dark blue. His skin is dark blue, just like waters here, just like this snake here, sitting there. And there is a child in here. Let's say this literally might be this painting. I could explain how it works. This is like a cosmic egg, and a child is asking to Shiva, "Why are you keeping me in an egg? Because you are very precious." Says to somebody's inner child, which normally would be already attacked. Somebody don't want me to say it. And Shiva looks down somewhere in the abyss. It's just like out of the pain completely. And he's saying, "What are you screaming there, tiny little man?" Very loud, tiny man. That's what I'm hearing. You don't have anything wise to say, tiny man. Really calling somebody tiny man. And I'm really feeling this kind of character. This is who's being called that. I'm hearing Electra complex too. So I don't know. That might be somebody. That's what I'm hearing. I need to honestly say it. This is something which, whoa, I feel mentally, because this is coming off of this Greek mythology, Greek religion. This might be a person who's thinking things like this about the situation. It might be somebody who supports this over here. Right now, sees through something. I think this person's starting to see through what's really happening. Perhaps this person was reading Greek mythology and something popped in their brain that the situation which happens somewhere is like a parallel or parabolic parabolic. That's the word I'm hearing. Parabolic to something which happens now. I'm hearing the parables are dancing. That's interesting. I don't know what that may mean. I'm seeing something is also grandiose. Something in somebody's mind is much more bigger than it is in reality. This is where it happens. Like I tend to call, I call this energy NPC, because for them everything is always, even through they have the capacity to understand something on a higher level, they always bring it back to the very details of the situation right now, and to like a regular common sense context. That's how I see it here. But it's really like this thing, I start to feel very much empowered in my chest, and my heart felt like it can open, but within this cosmic egg. It could not open otherwise outside, within this kind of protection. You know what I mean? Like this kind of sensation. Yeah, so lately, like, things are happening. Here we see that this is indeed a tourmaline. I think somebody asked me before if this is really a tourmaline, because it's like so smooth, looks like an obsidian. Yeah, it is. Like, you see it right now, as it just shattered lately. And here I have with me some sort of like I think it's called angel aura quartz. This is not, I think it's not happening naturally, that they actually boiling it in gold, the crystal, to look like this. It's really beautiful, and it's just this we have this situation in here, and I'm having like an awful sense and dread in my heart right now that this is something which was happening in somebody's life on a repeat, and that those people here actually had absolute control over somebody. And right now somebody is in this cosmic egg, protected by consciousness itself, which is like really interesting. It can bloom and it can live there. Somebody has soul there. I'm hearing that we're preparing a gift for you. You want million thousands years of life. That's what I heard right now. I don't know what it may be in this. Just that it's really silly. It's really silly right now. I'm feeling like, because somebody's inner child is being protected, this father figure is after somebody's inner child. It's not after a person itself. It's after the inner child. This is the key, because this father is somebody who abused it to the furthest possible extent. Not through the action, but through the thoughts. That's what I'm hearing. Not through the action, but through the thoughts. Through thoughts. Somebody had a child who had thoughts or felt thoughts. It's coming. It's coming from me now. I'm getting into this situation now really deeply. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Take time to breathe out in reverse. So I think this reminds me of this energy I felt before I started reading, like somebody was out of breath in a chest. We have a new moon in Leo. Confidence is the key to success. It might point out towards the information that somebody who's attacking you right now, somebody who's planning something before this new moon, is actually a Leo. New moon in Aries, so you might be an Aries, or you might have some Aries moon or something like this going on. That might be for these people. Okay, but should I go deeper in this reading? Yes, I should. Okay, I will. Okay, we have a bunch of cards. I don't even know where they start, where they end. Everything's chaos. Number 53 might be really important. It's the sun. Yeah, I said something very much about the sun. Somebody was disempowered, now they're in full power. This confirms it. Somebody is in full power, and I will treat. I said this is the deck. Somebody will enjoy. Perhaps something is here. It's a perspective of other person on a situation. This draws my attention, the sacrifice, and I don't feel it in a good meaning. 944, very significant. 53 and 944. 53 53 is a really magical number. In mathematics, check out what it means. It may tell you something. I'm now, I remember something, but I'm not gonna be embarrassing myself to explain it exactly. Okay. So the many paths, there was many paths, and this many paths slowly turning into one path. That's somebody's situation right now. So and you might feel like, you may see, usually you may see full numbers. I'm seeing somebody seeing synchronicity like 5, 5, and then 6. Or like 4, 4, and then 3. Or 3, 3, 4. I'm feeling like somebody sees this. It means that you have to adjust a little bit. Especially 3, starting with 3, 5, and 4. They say as it is in here. We have combinations of those numbers too. Like 4, 4, 3, 4. 3, 5. There is something a little more which needs to be adjusted. I'm feeling in 5, 5, 5. If you connect this energy to something negative, oftentimes people do. And I don't blame them. No, in tarot, fives are all 5 cards are kind of like have negative tone to them. It's also Gevura, which is like well, the pure war logic here. So it's a really cold and calculated card. There is some quote I have in mind right now. As I said, it's something that Buddha said. From only through understanding we love. We once we see something really clearly, when we see reality really clearly, when we see all the extent, when we understand it and see it, so through like crown chakra, through like ajna, then we go to our heart center with this understanding. So then we start to see how heart center is much the most important, but first we understand it. It might be as well in reverse for people. Here we truly see a character of a person, and the dominant what is it called, dominant nature. If you first understood everything and then learn how to love through it, so you understand then that we all one, and then that we all just reflection of each other, and this and this and that, then you feel like you need to love yourself and everybody around. Like there's no other choice, and you feel it. Then you're starting to feel it. Some people might just dismiss mind and say this all will follow, the understanding will follow, but we need to focus on bliss, on being happy. That's what we follow. We follow this, and the rest will come, and the rest is not even that important. Something like this. I'm thinking, I think that those people I'm talking here about were thinking that you are naive and you just follow love, where it was opposite. They were thinking that they have understanding, but their understanding only applies to a physical or technical 3D reality, and they've become very dispassionate, and those people's hearts are definitely closed. They cannot figure out, they cannot understand it, not by following and not by understanding. I think somebody here did both, even through being conditioned and like kind of trained in order to have closed heart chakra. That's the biggest like a flaw of this. I'm not even talking about stolen money. I'm not even talking about abuse, because there is some sort of, I don't know, it's shady, just simply shady. It's like from one side I'm seeing like there is no evidence of that anything happened to somebody. But I'm seeing like, I'm feeling some sort of masculine energy here is nasty. As I described it, somebody should be naked from to outside. What the hell is this? So I'm seeing somebody through this understanding. There was a many paths in front of you, many roads in front of you. You see, you have only one road. The path is almost like turning, but you are somewhere here right now. But it's still more path than not. but it's slowly, I see it slowly turning to one path. What else? Hummingbird. And I don't know why I'm feeling like, when I was saying what I saw this Shiva and looking down into the abyss at some concrete character saying this tiny little man. That's what I'm feeling. Somebody is not even it's a tiny bird. Somebody has really not much vata energy. Not much soulful energy. And here we have an ego. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh my God, that's crazy. Like, when cards come like this, is crazy. So we have an ego, and guess what? Guess what? I have an ego utekite on me right now. Yeah. So that's double confirmation for somebody. I just put it on, and I was guided to put it on before this reading. I found it, and I put it on before this reading. And I was just like having no idea what this will be about. Last card here. So we have an ego. Somebody is an ego. Somebody sees it from above. Somebody sees this whole situation from above. And the little hummingbird tries to sacrifice the ego. That's really interesting to me. See that ego has 16 on it, 26. Yeah, there is a big relevance, but somebody needs to lose the 10. Lose the 10. And what means losing here? What means losing? One thing comes to mind. So you know how people grow and wants to become better and better and better. They want to become better people. What we 41 on there. You know how we have all those like motivational speakers and always say improve yourself, go harder, go this, do that. You will be higher quality person. You will be better person. And conventionally, people are doing so in order to please others, to have high social stature, for vanity, grandiose reasons, for feeling guilty, for feeling scared. You know, those kind of things comes to mind. This is this additional 10 here, which shouldn't be there. Because they do it for conventional reason. And here is an ego, let's say, and an ego, in order to be virtuous, they just go higher and they look at wider spectrum. This and that's what I write down under my reading today, that being in this universal chakra, it's really easily measurable. If you can see, if you are an observer, you see through the act of seeing what is seen. If you can perceive, perceiver perceives the perceived. If you can do 3 at once, that's pretty much it, like logically. Because then you have a universal awareness about an object. It's detached from you. This is what person is definitely starting to dream in the third person, for sure. Some people have it from being from like being born like that. Some people have to train it. Here I'm seeing that also about virtues and values and growing as a person and improving and gaining skills, being better and better. This is done superficially here. And here somebody is reducing it. Like somebody is just removing, not really having vices, not really learning to be better. They're removing what's bad. Purification, purging, leaving away. So whatever already is within you, whatever this higher understanding is, can go and be visible outwardly. So it's somebody is just like swiping things away from themselves, while rising up, they're naturally just falling down. Those things which are polluting person. So this flies up, and the hummingbird, they collect, you know, the nectar. They still in this kind of pleasure seeking. I don't know. All creatures are really beautiful, you know, and all creatures are really important. This hummingbird already is like the loveliest bird. It's like a bee. Somebody loves to do those little things I don't know. Okay, but it's just, I feel like this is the nature of this disgusting person, like in their nature, which is not visible outside. Perhaps this is what they're hiding. Okay, so what do we have next? We have a child and beauty. See, I was talking about it here. This child was somewhere here. This child that kind of grew. I will probably change everything in this painting, but this was a child which was being protected for sure here. We have also here the beauty lay and a child. You see, honor your inner child. And notice one thing which happened. It cannot be attacked anymore because it has connected to the divine. That's what I'm hearing. It's a divine child now. It's not a wounded child anymore. It cannot be abused anymore. This is a significant amount of sadness I'm feeling, but I think that's pretty much it here. I can pull, since I have so much decks here which I didn't use. Yeah, this is relevant for sure. The Angel of Alchemy. There is like a failed attempt to throw at somebody a lot of more karmic content. It just doesn't stick. It just simply doesn't stick. This is a secret, like the generational karma. They can throw at you this, like how much they want until you heal, and it just doesn't. It's just there is no glue. There is nothing. It cannot penetrate through cells. Okay. A powerful energy shift is not happening. Like this negative shift which somebody wants to cause. Like I'm hearing somebody wants you to lose everything you have. But well, how can you lose something if you have the awareness that nothing belongs to you, for example, let's say. It's not gonna work. You see, Holy Mountain is in reverse though. I wonder what's that about. Powerful personal growth. That's what I definitely feel for somebody. I'm drawn to this card. Oh man, it's 37. It's time for retreat. So I was saying, so there are spirit guides which are getting ready some sort of big gift for you, for somebody. You see clearly clairvoyance. Maybe somebody's open up very spiritual gifts, and this energy is coming through. That's why I'm just like kind of preparing somebody here to receive those gifts responsibly, right? I did a video like that yesterday. I don't know, I feel like I need a card number 13 and it doesn't come through. And I don't even know what card 13 in this deck is. So what I should search for it? 44 might be significant. So you are called to completely commit to your path. The mermaid of immersion. Both might be significant. Mermaid and to dive deeply into this ocean. Again, this painting is talking here. You need to dive to the bottom of this dark blue sea, which is held by this gravity here, which is represented by the snake. The snake represents more forces. The forces are natural outcome of stuff. These are like a okay, this is like a light code language which comes through the certain energy points which are situated strategically around us. I don't know, if I ever finish this painting, I'll just like give away it to somebody, from probably somebody who would like to receive it, but it will take time. It will take time. I want to see card number 13, but it will take a while to find it. Plus, these are like two different decks. This is a task, you know. 27 is significant, I think, but it's two kittens you must choose. So still there will be two choices in front of you. It's interesting that the card of Akashic Records is in reverse, but it doesn't matter. The number is 43, and this completely immersion is required after you already very well know what is in your Akashic Records, what might be there. what kind of difficulties there are. Those things I'm hearing here, for sure. Like here, pragmatic news for somebody: do not open your own business. I can tell you this. Not right now. Not right now for sure. Maybe in 15 years, I'm saying. Not right now. Even if you are older right now, even if you are like, let's say 40, just wait 15 years, 10 years. Wait until you will be able to completely commit. After complete immersion. If the surface is back, yeah, then yes. But if not now, it's really, there is some sort of energy coming from ancestry line, which is still affecting somebody. Maybe it's important. It's just 3 years for you to be in this sort of condition. 5. Okay. Well, I'm feeling like. And I don't know. I feel like this is trickstery energy. So one deck doesn't have numbers, so I can just completely skip it. Number 15, 12. This is also not from this deck. Oh yeah, it is 13. Okay, here we go. A time to say goodbye. Something is about to end for now. Number 15. It's in reverse. So this is the death in reverse. We're again circling on the border of somebody being about to be released from some really uncomfortable place spiritually. But it's still the energy of somebody's holding you back. That's what I'm feeling off of this card. I don't know, this dragon almost looks like lobster to me, weirdly enough. I don't know if this is significant. Well, lobster in reverse, like lobster, I think it's a bug from a sea, but isn't that like expensive or something? Isn't like some sort of symbol of a status? I'm hearing Kaivalya. I'm hearing renouncing. Okay, I see this is like things from yesterday's reading. I'm getting tired from that. Childhood treasure resurface. There is more to balance out. There is more to balance out about inner child for sure. See, you have a mighty shield. Even if you were doubting that they might have done somebody to actually remove your protection. Let me see one more card, because the sacrifice is still on. There's something very precious about you, which you are aware of. You are aware of this is very precious about you. So I'm seeing High Priestess and 6 of Pentacles. I'm seeing destiny. For sure, this destiny, this difficult path to be a High Priestess is very precious about you. What is precious about you is that you have extremely balanced the most wild form of masculine energy. If you are a woman, that's the achievement. I can say this is very big achievement. This is like Mulan going through all this training, you know. Somebody might be like this. Like I feel like I'm reading about this kind of person who's like a Queen of Swords and a King of Wands at once. What is so precious about somebody? Which at the end of the world, an important end, a new beginning, your transformative capacity. Even through they attacked you today brutally, you transmuted it within an hour. That's crazy. Because that's just like, it was hard. It was a hard hit, I'm hearing. And the gift is ready for you. I don't know what gift it is. It will be something you need the most right now. And somebody is really, really angry. The tiny man I had. Okay.